Africa is open for business, and the American businesses are paying attention. Here at the Gallup Building in Washington, D.C., the U.S. Africa Business Forum is taking place. It's a follow-up to President Obama's Business Forum in 2014 and leading up to Obama's second Business Forum that will be held in New York in September at the United Nations General Assembly time. About 150 attendees came to hear advice from panelists from the Chamber of Commerce, the U.S. Department of Commerce, the U.S. Small Business Administration, USAID, and entrepreneurs. Rohanna Wright from Ghana distributes shea butter products through Whole Foods markets and Amazon. She's on President Obama's Advisory Council on Doing Business in Africa.
The whole idea is by helping women take a local agricultural product, help them manufacture value-added products like the shea, and connecting that to the market means creating living wage jobs, which helps women do things like send their kids to school, buy food, buy medicine, and essentially increase their standard of living.
Many attendees also had great ideas of their own, like entrepreneurs developing their brand as a franchise.
Well, it could be a small restaurant concept. It could be a woman's handicraft business. It could be a water system to deliver, fresh water out into the villages. But really the biggest area is in healthcare, and primarily in maternal and child care health.
You created this. What's your goal?
So I was in Congo when it was torn up by civil war. And the people that gave me the most hope were these young entrepreneurs. They weren't called that then, but these young people trying to find a way out after suffering for 7 years of a civil war. And from that point on, I've been an SME advocate.
We found in Africa right now the entrepreneurial spirit is very strong, and we want to communicate that message to as many people as we can.
The diaspora plays an important role.
We know from the voice of the diaspora who use us that their desire is to invest in and grow their own businesses.
Because if diaspora small businesses are successful, they can take that success and leverage it as they partner with the continent.
C'est un plaisir pour Vox Africa qui est partout de passer l'information parce que vous êtes suivis quand même dans la grande majorité de la diaspora africaine et même au Bercail.
Critical to doing business in Africa is trust and confidence, given rampant corruption.
And I've heard really almost astonishing stories of U.S. businesses going in and making an investment and setting up a deed to a property, and then some other person in Kenya can come in and say, I would like you to lose this record of this transaction. Here's some money. Suddenly the deed is lost, the transaction is lost, the money is lost, and there's a problem.
Funding is also crucial, but where does the money come from?
Oh, well, there's the African Development Bank, for example, and it has different facilities. The World Bank, even within its private sector window, the IFC has certain facilities. If you're looking at the African Finance Corporation, people don't know about the African Export-Import Bank, for example.
How are people going to get connected?
We have a database, a mobile application for American companies interested in doing business in Africa, which will be available by September of 2016.
There were many lessons learned.
What I learned today, I thought one of the fascinating things that came out from Gallup was that there are more Africans of working age on the continent than any other region in the world combined. And because of that, 18 million new jobs a year are going to be needed.
Got a really good insight to really kind of the pulse of what's happening right now with diaspora engagement in Africa.
I think there's just so much innovation and vibrancy on the continent in terms of technology, in terms of the arts, in terms of just absolutely everything. And I think it's something that needs to come outside of the continent because it's there.
So the bottom line is, it's good news for small and medium businesses in Africa and here in the United States. As the African saying goes, if you think you're too small to make a difference, you've not spent the night with a mosquito. I'm Dr. Judy Kuriansky, reporting for Vox Africa here in Washington, D.C. at the Africa U.S. Business Forum.